Hey guys, it's me, Liv. So I'm going to be going ahead and playing with my jelly plate today. I got both a circle one and a square one not too long ago, and I decided I want to practice around. I'm not the best at it, to tell you the truth, but I figured there's no other way we're going to learn than to go ahead and learn together. So I'm just taking some acrylic paint and spreading it all over. Now you do use a brayer here to kind of spread it out. Then I'm going to be taking some various stamps from my stash and actually lifting up a little bit of it with the hopes of getting a little bit of an imprint there with that. Next, I'm going to be adding a touch of yellow because I felt this was just way too much pink and purple, red kind of thing going on here. So once I've gotten all that taken care of, I'm going to let it dry a little bit. And once it's all dried out, I am going to actually use some black ink to really try to get that backing to the design that I want there to stay. Then I'm going to put just a couple of dabs of white because I did feel it was just a little too much of the same type of tones of colors. Add a little bit more purple around the various edges, and then again let it dry for a little bit. Now that it's pretty much all dried up, instead of actually using a white paint to lift it up, I am going to use this gold metallic acrylic paint to try to lift it from the gel plate. I haven't ever tried this before, so let's see what it looks like. Then I also have bought this black mixed media paper, so I'm hoping that this will be able to lift it all up. And I did see that it wasn't coming up as much as I would like, so that's why I decided to use my brayer to kind of bring it up more. Now this is actually pretty cool. I didn't get everything, but I thought the way that it came out, I could definitely work with because I was just looking for a very bright and diverse pattern off the black. So now that I have what I'm looking for, I'm going to go ahead and trim this up. Love that gold that seems to be shining through the back. I might actually try this on a white paper because I think this would look really pretty as well. So now that I have this all trimmed out, I'm going to start working on stamping. I'm going to be using that wildflower. I'm only going to use one of the stamps from that set, and I'm going to stamp it up with some of my Versa clear black. Once that is all set, I'm going to stamp it, and I usually do stamp it multiple times because I don't know about you, but I don't always get that same crisp one that I would like, and especially when it's around a background like this. That's why I figured, you know what, I'm actually going to switch and use some black embossing powder on it because I felt like it just wasn't going to pop enough against this background. So I went ahead and took that out, and I'm just brush off a little bit of excess there, get out my heat gun, and go ahead and get that all heated up. Now, you don't have to do this step, but I did feel like with this busy background, I really wanted to make sure that that black stood out. Then I'm going to be using some of my square dies that I have here. This happens to be Hero Hearts that has these like nested dies, but there's a number of companies who have them out. I think Waffle Flower does them and such, so you can definitely look at different areas. So now I'm going to go ahead and put them in my spellbinder. Excuse my little bit of a mess. I haven't cleaned my plates off, but anyway, now I'm going to take them apart and do some layering. It's going to be really simple layering, some black matting around each piece so that it can separate the different layers. And that's just something I particularly like to do, so you can see how it's coming together now. Then I'll be putting this on a black base. And then that's pretty much the extent of what my card's going to end up looking like. So you can see how, you know, just by putting 3 or 4 different matte layerings, it can really give it a nice flair. I have some of these clear stickers in my stash. And then I'm going to take out my Nouveau drops, go ahead and add some of that same curl goldish color that you see in the background, put it in the center of the flower, do a little bit of dots here and there, got to fix it up just a tad, and then my card is done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see everyone soon. Take care.